What's up, y'all? Anime Bones here. I'm kind of sick, so if my voice sounds a little like raspy, it's because I'm kind of sick. So don't just ignore it, and I'm sorry for it, but just ignore it. All right. So I seen the last episode of My Hero, and it was fire. It was fire, and what I'm seeing is that Deku's about to become the most OPest character in this whole show. I mean, this guy already has the strongest quirk, right? Already has the strongest quirk, and now we're adding other quirks to it. Not only are we adding those quirks to it, the guy said basically the quirk that he had, right, is going to be stronger than when he had it. Now, tell me if I'm wrong, because I don't know if I'm wrong. This is just me from understanding the anime. I could be wrong. So for people who've seen the manga, I haven't seen the manga, let me know if I'm wrong. So from what I'm getting is that the people with the quirks, like everyone isn't like All Might and Deku. When they got the All for One quirk, they didn't have powers, so they had no powers to add into it, right? So these other people, I'm guessing, who had All for One already had their own quirk. So they had the All for One quirk and their quirk that they originally already had, which seems kind of like back then, if you weren't All Might or Deku, that you were like you were that guy. I mean, you were like, who could beat you, like the Black Whip guy or whatever it's called. Who can beat you when you got the All for One quirk and then you got a little something extra on the side? You know what I mean? That's like you got the best ice cream. Then I'm about to put some Cool Whip on top. Like you're already that strong, and now we're adding something else, and now you're telling me Deku is about to get what 5 more of these quirks? Stronger than when the original user had it. I mean, who the hell is they fighting in the end of this show? Goku? I mean, who's? I don't get this. Like this show's confusing me because I know these quirks in this world in this universe that they're in. To be honest, the My Hero world isn't that strong compared to other shows, and you're telling me that the main character already has the strongest quirk, and now we're adding 6 more of those. Who the fuck are they fighting? I gotta know who they're fighting. I think it can't be Mr. Chap Lips. It can't be. He's not on that level. Cause all might be all for one when not even a full power of his quirk. His quirk was already damn near done. He just gave it the rest. He gave the rest of the battle the rest of his quirk, and that's not it fully. Like you know what I mean? Deku just fought overhaul, whooped his ass easily. Now we're adding 6 more quirks. Who are they fighting? Jesus, I don't get it. I don't. Why is he so OP? Who in the future is he gonna need to be this OP for? And how long is it gonna take for him to get to 100%? I mean, we've been watching this show for so long. It's been at 100 episodes next week, and he's only at 20%. 20% is like the first arc you would think. Like you wouldn't think it would take 100 episodes to hit 20%. I mean, how much does he? How do I have to wait till the time? Because I bet you in the time skip in the manga that I knew know about that. I bet you he's not at 100% still. That's just me assuming. That's just me assuming. But I just want to know who they're fighting. Plus, I feel like the only person that could really fight Deku and be on his level in the future is like Todoroki if he became evil. I mean, who the fuck? It's either Todoroki or Bakugo. I mean, Mr. Chap Lips can't possibly get that much stronger. I mean, what the fuck does he do in the future to get that strong? It's really confusing the fuck out of me. I really got to see. It makes me want to read the manga, but I'm not because I like getting surprised better watching the animes. But so far this season has been complete shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like honestly, there was like 2 episodes where I literally was on my phone and just watching at the same time. And I know some of you guys might be like, "Oh, what? I mean, it's Boku no Hero. I mean, I love it. Yes, come on." No, and it is, and I know it's really loved, and especially on this side, like in America and stuff. But it's like, bro, this season and the last really hasn't done it for me. I mean, now these last 2 episodes have been doing it for me because it's finally something new. It's like, all right, Deku's about to get stronger stuff. Like the last season, those fights, that slideshow fight with Lemillion, that shit didn't do it for me. And the overhaul shit was crisp. Like the animation was crisp, right? But it was so fast. I mean, I get he was at 100%, but he stomped him. He fucking stomped him. And this season, I like the fact that he's getting stronger, and now we're finally like learning about the other quirks. It's really kind of reminding me of Katekyo Hitman Reborn. If you learned that, if you watch that, I mean, it's kind of like how when he had to see the other Vongola bosses. If you don't know, then you don't know. But it's kind of like that show right now, at least in terms of him talking to his ancestors. It's kind of like on some Avatar shit. Yeah, I know everyone knows that. So I'm kind of getting that vibe when like people have to talk to like their descendants or people who had their old power, you know. But I think I heard that this season was going to start off bad, and then later on it was going to get better. So hopefully that is what happens. I mean, it is already starting to get better. But these little fights, I mean, we're watching these fucking fights where it's like, bro, I don't care. Like the Fumikage one, I think that's his name. The guy who looks like a fucking bird, bro. I mean, it can't be just me who doesn't like this guy. I mean, he has a fucking crow for a face, and it makes me so mad. I mean, like, no matter how strong or like, he has a good quirk, But bro, I tell you, when I gotta look at this guy's face, it pisses me off because he has a fucking beak. I mean, it's like, why is that his character design? Why can't he just be a regular guy who uses his power? Why does he have to have a crow for a face? It pisses me off because he has good quirk, but he looks fucking dumb. Tell me, please, if that's just not just like, tell me that's not just me, please, please. Because there's no way you guys look at him with the crow face and be like, yeah, that's my guy. He's cool. I like him. No. And then we're watching these other fights where, what was the other fights? Where like the first one was useless. Then they gave Deku and Bakugo like the worst teammates also, and it's like the Todoroki one he should have easily won. The fact that who was he fighting? The guy who was like Hiroshima, but his shit was like just rock and shit. He's like, I'm just gonna keep getting hard and hard. It's like, bro, what? And like this season so far hasn't been doing it for me. I mean, I have to see some villains. I have to see some shit like near some stain level. Like the past seasons haven't been messing with like the first and second season so far. I mean, these like I don't want to see no more team fights against each other, bro. I'm tired of that. I don't want to see Class A versus Class B no more. We done watch them fight each other like 3 other times. Like I'm done. I get it. They're there. They exist. But obviously, as we can see, their class doesn't fuck with Class A. I mean, no one fucks with Class A. We can see that. So stop wasting my time showing me them. But this season's getting better. I can tell. I like Deku's new quirk. He's OP. Now, this is my question for you before I end the video. How strong do you guys think he's going to be by the end of the show? And who is he fighting? And why is it Jesus? Because he has to be fighting him. There's no other person that ever can mess with Deku with 20 other quirks. But thanks for watching. Anime Bones 99 on IG. Comment, like, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you.